I'll pull it. Oh, let's see. Ace of Swords. Oh, that was that chunk. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Okay. Oh, the Empress and the King of Cups. So, yes, very much. Okay. Ace of Swords, Four of Cups. So, Four of Cups are kind of muddled feelings, wishy-washy, maybe not so sure about how you feel about something. So, some mental clarity is coming in for you so that you can figure out how you feel about something. Because remember, we have to use other aspects so that all aspects are, because they're interdependent, okay? So they depend on each other in order to stay balanced. So if one's out of balance, okay, so your emotions, maybe you're coming out of this imbalance. You see you're walking out of it. You're going back into the ocean of oneness and coming out of that, solitude, feeling of solitude. And it's just a feeling, okay? So, the underlying energy is that Ace of Swords. So you're getting some mental clarity to help usher you out of these kind of melancholy feelings. And you're going to be right in your heart space. This is the King of Cups. So it doesn't have to be, it could be male or female, but it's just the epitome, the highest, the pinnacle of being in your heart space, because it's the King of emotions. So you're stabilized in your emotions too. It's not the Queen, it's the King. So it's the pinnacle. So you're fully enveloped, fully invested in your emotions, but you're coming from a King's perspective, so it's very balanced, okay? Which in that Four of Cups is a balanced energy. It's not like out of control. It's just kind of like you need a little mental clarity to come in to kind of bring the focus, fine-tune the focus so you can kind of see what's available to you so you know where to go with it. So you're coming from a very loving and balanced, not over-emotional, okay? It's King of Cups, so very balanced place of emotion. And with that, just like I said, with the Ace of Swords, so it's a very rational aspect of feeling deeply, okay? You're not down in the endless abyss of the self doing shadow work or anything like that. It's just kind of melancholy, blasé, So, yeah, you're definitely coming out of that. Some mental clarity is going to help you with that. So, maybe you did some research. Maybe you met someone new that gave you some insight, some kind of mental clarity, some insight's going to be coming from somewhere. And you're going to zap right out of that Four of Cups, which you're already kind of, I think you're just waiting for a little bit of a nudge. Because you have the Empress, so you have the Divine Mother, Divine Feminine energy supporting you. So this is very balanced, and you're in your heart space because we have the King of Cups, but since it's the Divine Feminine, you're very balanced in your emotions in a very masculine and feminine way. But since this is Major Arcana, maybe you need a little bit more of a nudge from the universe for that one. Okay, that Four of Cups. So you need to balance out this feminine energy with a little bit of Ace of Swords. Okay, but you're going to land here. Okay, this is that balance of the Divine Feminine, of the Empress, and that Ace of Swords together gives you a very deep feeling King, but very rational and balanced. Okay, so those emotions are used for your benefit and not your destruction. What was the Four of Cups. Okay, yeah. So, the Four of Cups can happen, but it's very balanced, and you're Libra, so Four of Cups, it's not like you're polarizing with the Four of Cups. It's, you might kind of be a little bit more too much in your feelings right now, which may be a little bit of fish out of water because you're Libra, you're air sign, but you're all about balance. So if you need to be more in your emotions in order to balance out, then whatever you need to do, bring in the Divine Feminine to balance out the Ace of Swords, but you're too much in your head, so you need this Divine Feminine energy to come in so that you're the King of Cups. Okay, so you have the mental and emotional balance that you so desire and crave as a Libra, okay? So yeah, I think that's pretty straightforward, cut and dry. Very much Libra energy. So let's pull a Whispers of Love card for you guys and see what we got here. Speak the language of love. Well, it says new love on the bottom too. New love. Number 26, which is 8. Embrace this new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to work opportunities or spiritual growth. Yeah, I think there's like some spiritual growth that's going to be happening in the love department with you. You may think because you're Libra, you're already balanced, but you're going to be surprised that, this love interest, you may not even know them yet, but they're going to balance you out even more to your pleasant surprise. So, 35, which is an 8. Did I just say that bottom card was an 8 too? Yeah. So, okay, so look, 2 8s. I'm telling you, you're balanced. You're balancing this out. You're not polarized. It's 8, right? So you're in the center, your heart space, balancing Libra. Because you got 2 8s. This is 35, so that's another 8. And see, we have 2 very young, beautiful little, creatures here that, it's hard to tell if one's masculine or one's feminine. They just seem very balanced and happy, radiant, golden, right? And then there's 2 of them, so they're balancing. They're balanced within. They balance each other. Because speaking the language of love is the thing that unites us, and the things that unite us are the things that make us feel whole and balanced. So loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. So, when you find yourself in this beautifully balanced place, the universe is asking you to speak the language of love. And that doesn't necessarily mean words. I mean, it could be written or spoken word, but, that outward expression of love. So it's your body language, it's the way you gaze at someone, the way you look into their eyes, the way you touch them, the way you receive their touch. Okay, so speaking the language of love is it includes words too, but it's so much more encompassing than just that. So maybe some words need to be spoken clearly. Think about it clearly. Speak clearly. Ace of Swords. So speaking from your direct, clear mental body. Okay. But make sure that you've checked in with the divine feminine within. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, but this is, where we feel deeply about things, about others. So check in with the Empress within. Make sure that everything concurs, your mental, emotional, spiritual body, it all agrees. And then vocalize that thing that's on your mind, because it's Ace of Swords. So it's you're clear. You're right on the money with whatever you end up, whatever conclusion you end up coming to. You're right on the money with it. So, and it's going to take you out of this kind of little bit of a funk that you may be going through. It's going to bring some passion, but it's very heart-centered balancing, okay? Which is exactly what you're looking for. And as a Libra, that's what you're constantly... It's not that Libra is always balanced, but their focus is always trying to get back to center, back to balance. So it's not that they don't polarize. It's just that they have a preoccupation with balance. And so actually expressing this is going to help get you out of that and balance you out and bring this awesome passion and love in for you. But, because you're an air sign, maybe it's beyond words that they want you to use. So you're used to using words maybe. So maybe, express this magical love in different ways that maybe this person isn't expecting of you, or you're not expecting of yourself. Because it seems like you want to do something a little bit different, out of the box, not so predictable. Like this Four of Cups is kind of predictable, maybe kind of boring a little bit. You want to do something a little edgier, but that's balanced, but just a little bit more of a punch, more pungent, right? So speaking the language of love, but maybe, through your body, through eye contact, through other things, through aromas, through maybe giving someone a massage. Okay, so bringing them beautiful incense and flowers or something, it's in a different way than you're used to expressing. Because your mental clarity, you have the Ace of Swords, but the universe is asking you to speak in the language of love. But I'm getting like in kind of a different way, maybe one that's not expected, maybe not so predictable. And because you may be saying the same thing, but because you're saying it in a different way, it's really going to catch their attention. Okay? It's going to grab their attention more because it's going to be unexpected. It's going to seem fresh and new and different. But it could be the same energies. You're just expressing it in a different way. It's still the language of love, but just using a different avenue of expression. And so it's going to... it's going to bring forth that punch because it's kind of like the unexpected, can be exciting and spontaneous. So, yeah, I'm getting something spontaneous. Do something spontaneous. It may be something you've done many times and you don't have a problem with doing, but maybe you just have a problem with, reinventing it, okay? Doing it in a different way. Bringing some color, some life, giving it new life, okay? I just got a picture of a motorcycle. I don't know. Maybe you've got a motorcycle you've been wanting to fix up or something. I don't know. Maybe one person out there. I don't know. I just got like this dusty old motorcycle, and it's like, dust that thing off. Take her out on a hot date on that motorcycle, man, or woman, right? Okay, so yeah, I just pictured like a black motorcycle, but kind of dusty, like covered up in the garage in the dark, dusty. So, yeah. All right. Did I pick a resonance card? Yeah, let's pick a resonance card for you guys. Resonance Oracle. See how we resonate. Relocation. So, I mean, that sounds like moving or whatever, but what I was saying with doing it in a different way is take that same energy, but place it in a different chakra, a different area of, maybe if you're used to doing things, verbally expressing things, then you express it in a different way. So relocate the energy in your, if you're used to mental, because you're Libra, air sign, so maybe you want to express it more physically, tangibly, action outwardly, like wants, passion, fire, like a fire sign, so tap into some other, take that same energy, but maybe apply it to some other different energy that you have in your chart, some fire, some water, earth, okay? Get out of the air a little bit, but it's that same true, authentic energy. That's you. You're just harnessing it and relocating it so that you can express it in a more, in a way that brings you more vitality, because it'll be fresh and new to you. But it won't take you out of balance because it's still true, authentic you. So it's going to kind of ignite something in this other person, but it's going to ignite something in you too. And then again, that's balancing, okay? So relocation of the energy so that you can express it in a new and different way. The unexpected, okay? I just heard like, oh, I love this new side of you. Someone's going to be saying that to some Libras this month. Oh, I love this side of you, even though it's always been there, but see, you're just expressing it differently, so they think it's this new, but the secret. It's been there all along. But, okay, so relocate the energy and express it in a new and different way. And you'll be pleasantly surprised what that brings in for you. Okay, Empress, so you're going to be feeling like the King of Cups, and it could be male, female, female, male. It doesn't, the Empress could be a female, and the King of Cups could be I'm going to say the Empress could be a male. It doesn't have to be a woman just because it's Empress, and just because this is the King of Cups, this could be, a woman who's just mastered their emotions. So, but I think this is you. Or what you're being called to focus on, because you're an air sign, but it's calling you to be more, balanced because it's King, but emotional, passionate, in your heart space, this loving King, okay? Deep, deep, deep feeling King, but balanced. And he's got his divine feminine counterpart, okay? So this is as within, so without. So you have to have this going on inside of you in order to express it outwardly. And then you're going to call in someone who's, has these awesome dynamics as well. Especially if you do it in this new and exciting way. Let others see this other side of you that's still you, like we said, just expressing it in a new way that you haven't outwardly expressed before. It's really going to draw the attention in of, some dynamic people that are sharing in this energy that you really want to embody, because you want to get out of this Four of Cups is just, you like being balanced but not bored. Maybe you were focusing a little bit too much on balance and you became a little bit bored. So you want to bring some passion. So you can still be your true authentic self and balanced, just in a new and different, exciting way. And you're going to attract in new, different, and exciting people, okay? All right, so relocate those energies so that can manifest for you, all right? And you're still being true to you, all right? And you're going to stay balanced. It's going to maintain your balance because, this Four of Cups, you can get a little, somebody else got the Four of Cups, I think, in the same position. So, if we stay too long in the Four of Cups, it can start dragging us down, and then we become imbalanced. So we want to move out of those energies quickly, okay? But they're necessary for what, it helps us figure out what we want. So it gives us some rest time,